Point
Hold
is,
on. There it is. Oh my goodness. I love it.
let's go. But
And we are live. I see you all in the chat room. Please tell me if you can see myself and our
now
guests.
we're
We're
live,
both currently
baby.
live. Did you see the screen refresh again?
I see now
You
everything.
see it now?
Now it's working.
Trek, are we live? PFC Wills, we got our crypto warriors in the room who would definitely help me and let me know. Throwing that comments, Marcellus Love said not seeing anything.
Yeah, refresh it. Refresh it. Now we're live. We're
We
now.
are now. There we
Yeah,
are. Everybody's saying, oh, we
there
are
we go.
live. Okay, we are live for the third time in the last 11 minutes. I was talking to Bitcoin Zay earlier, and I'll announce this to everyone. This is officially over for me. I am no longer doing any control room. This is not my job. I don't like doing it. Alec G, you know I'm about to give you an email right after this. Don't you worry about that. But seriously, this is to a continuation from our talk show live series on Sunday. I had to cancel it because of technical difficulties. As you're seeing right now, I couldn't go live on the Talk Shop Live platform, unfortunately. I couldn't even go live on YouTube just now. For those who are wondering how have I streamed for years and not known how to do this, I have. However, YouTube used to have everything in app. They took that off. Then, of course, Google Hangouts is doing it. They took that away. So, of course, everything went to Zoom. So everything had been going through Zoom, and I had not been using that. So I'm just starting to use it. So pardon these delays as you work with us. But again, without further ado, I want to introduce Emmanuel Elm. Had him on Talk Shop Live Sunday. This is literally his third time giving you all his introduction. So make sure you listen up clearly. Emmanuel, let's just go right into this Masternode talk. How did you get into crypto? Yeah, tell us your story. How did you get into crypto?
Sure.
And then how did you get into Masternodes and what you're doing in the space right now?
Yeah. First of all, yeah, I'm really happy to be here on the show. I'm really happy, really happy, excited about it because, I mean, I'm following you since a few weeks, to be honest. Not since years, unfortunately, but I've checked your YouTube account and say, hey, we need to, uh, yeah, start a collaboration because I mean, you're talking a lot about crypto, but there is a missing point. It's Masternodes, right? And so my name is Emanuele. There are a few people here that are loving Divi. So we are talking about Divi today. I'm 28 years of age. And well, I was born in Germany. And then for me, it was a little bit annoying to live there. So my focus was on living somewhere else near the beach. So this was my end. Let me see my end goal. And I started back in 2010 to seek for affiliate marketing, just yeah, for affiliate marketing and just recommending products that are useful or were useful, and just getting my commission, right? And then I saw, and back in 2015, the first time I saw Bitcoin and then Dash and Ethereum, and I thought myself, what is this kind of stuff, right? I didn't know nothing about cryptocurrency. And what happens, it was I've dived deeper into it back in 2016, and then I fell in love with cryptocurrency because I wanted to be free, right? And banks are not making us free. It's just a slavery, right? So that's why I've started at the end of 2016 with proof of staking. So it's actually yeah, nearly like mining, right? Proof of work, but in a more efficient way. And yeah, and then in 2017, in February 2017, I've discovered Masternodes because proof of stake is a nice source of income, but it's more like the blockchain. You need to have more and more coins just to get a little bit of coins back, right?
And you're
As a
talking about right
reward.
now, you're talking about staking. So for those who don't know, staking is
Yeah,
essentially whatever coin you choose, you put up that
yeah,
amount of coins or tokens. So let's say we're talking about staking Monero for some reason, right? You'll put
right.
up your Monero holdings into basically a pool and how does that work? Can you give us information?
Yeah, sure. So you have a wallet, right? And you can basically send the coins into your wallet. Just you lock it, and the blockchain is started producing new coins. This is proof of stake. And then on top, I saw, okay, this is it's more a random, okay, reward frequency when you have when you stake, right? So Masternodes is a little bit more different because it's actually you're getting your rewards paid. It depends on which Masternodes you have. Most often like regularly, right? So I'm showing you, for example, Divi today. And for me, it was more to have a stable passive income, just to produce more coins and not just uh, waiting with proof of stake. It was to me a little bit slow. And so that's why I've decided to dive more into Masternodes. So what happened then? 2018, it came the bear market, right? So a lot of scammy coins were out there, and I've lost a lot of money. So and then I've decided to contact all the developers, all the CEOs, and to be honest, we have actually over 300 masternodes, different masternode coins, and there are maybe 15 to 20 masternode coins that are really really strong. Okay, and the other ones are like, it's like a startup project there. You don't know if it's going to be successful or not, and that's why I was only focusing on 2 3 coins, and then yeah, and the rest is history now. And what
So,
else?
so, so for those listening, layman terms, like, all right, we're talking about passive income using masternodes, right?
Yeah.
What is a masternode? Just like the sound bite. If somebody was like, "Hey, you got 15 seconds in the elevator with me. Tell me what a masternode is." What's a masternode?
Okay, basically the master node is a full node. It's basically a wallet that's connected with a server, right? And that's basically it. And if you just to explain it in an easy way, right? There's a blockchain, and on top of the blockchain are the masternodes, and they have different functions like instant sending. They have private sending, and the most important thing is the governance, the decentralized governance model, where you basically have the right to vote on a proposal, right? If, for example, the team says, okay, we want to make marketing in Africa, just for example, and the community decides to vote for no, the majority says no, then they will not do that. So and that's the model, the decentralized governance, and that's why I'm really focusing on masternodes, because they have this. Not a lot of masternodes have this, but the bigger coins like Dash, like Horizon, like let me say Syscoin, for example, Divi will implement this in the next weeks, the decentralized governance model. But nevertheless, I mean, there are some cool masternode coins out there that are really powerful, and we go deeper into it now. And what's the most important thing of masternodes as well? I mean, the more masternodes are in the network, the more secure and stable it is, because it prevents the 51% attack, right? Because there are a lot of coins out there. They got an attack like if like Bitcoin Gold, wasn't it? Bitcoin Gold, they had a 51% attack,
Right.
and masternodes are securing more the network, right? And what else? I
All right. So
mean,
no, real
yeah.
quick, that sounds good. It seems like a few of our viewers as well actually know about Masternodes, so that's cool. Let's see. We have Blues Lover in here. What's going on? Is Oko, J Titan. Let's see, Morris Code. J Titan said I made quite a pretty penny with hex stakes. J Titan
Yeah.
said proof of stake isn't short term at all. It does work out if you are patient, though. I've been hearing that from a lot of people. Hood Mistress Reloaded said, this is why I'm here, so I can learn more about staking. Currently investing in Algorand. Morris Code said, Masternode equals a wallet, nothing more, LOL. Buying into the token for use of their blockchain. They said that's a fancy schmancy word for the wallet. Hilarious. Staking is good for investors who prefer long-term gratification over short-term gains. So there you go, people. Masternodes is a way of locking in people's money so they can grow like a crypto version of a certificate of deposit, says Morris Code. So we have the meaning, people. Master Code, essentially staking your tokens in that certain project. Some masternodes allow you to have voting governance for the most part, it sounds like, and others just allow you, of course, to recoup some of those coins as they're being created, traded, or whatever. So that is a good thing about masternodes, staking your coins. Somovid, oh wow, Somovid has actually been here for a while. So you had a Team Divi member in here not telling me, huh? I built a couple of Divi masternodes. Hashtag Team
Sure.
Divi. All right, Somovid. So look, hey, without further ado, we know what masternodes are now. We understand at least the layman terms of masternodes. It allows you to put your money, allows you to buy tokens and essentially use a server to stake those tokens to have power in that community. First thing I
Correct.
will quickly ask you is, are master nodes, you know, they say it's for decentralization, but does it actually make things more centralized? If, let's say Hedera is a perfect example, where some of the people who are owning their nodes will be like Google, will be, you know, some of the top companies out there. I think Boeing was in there. So some of these big top 100, top 200, Fortune 500 companies are owning those nodes. So when you're talking about masternodes, is this an unfair thing? Does it make things more centralized in your point of view? I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I mean, to be honest, there are some, look, the point is the projects are starting small, okay? So you have 20 nodes, then 50 nodes, and 100 nodes. Obviously, when you have a new fresh Masternode coin, it's not fully decentralized, but it's on its way, right? Because if we see, for example, Dash, okay? Dash,
I was going to bring them up. I'm glad you mentioned it. That was the one I was going to ask you about.
The point is that Dash aims to be fully decentralized, but the majority of the people doesn't have the most of the coins. The minority of the people has the most of the Dash coins, right? So a minority of the people is controlling Dash. Let me say like this, okay? Because you have like 200 masternodes or 100 Dash masternodes, the people that went in back in 2015, 2016, right? So when the time flies, right? When time flies and then you have 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 nodes, then it's more decentralized, right? And so Divi, Syscoin, Horizon, they're on its way to be fully decentralized one day, but not 100% now, right? And we need to be honest on that, okay? But it's cool. There are some cool Masternode coins. We will dive deeper into it. And the most exciting part of Divi, what I really like about Divi, is that they make crypto easy, accessible for everyone. It's like frictionless system, okay? Because the most of the people, the majority, right, King, you know that you're by yourself. It's difficult to enter in the crypto space. It's like, how do I get the wallet? How do I get Bitcoin, or how I can buy Bitcoin, etc. Right? So, and that's why Divi makes it really, really easy. And with the upcoming wallet, I will show you two videos. I've prepared two videos for you guys. It's absolutely amazing, mind-blowing. In the next 2-3 weeks, we will see the application for Android and for iOS, so everyone has the opportunity to test it. It's just amazing. With one click, with 20 seconds, you have a Masternode running. With one click, you have staking running. I mean, it's amazing.
And I'm glad you pointed that out, especially the Dash. Of course, Cryptonomics. I remember when Dash Masternodes were the shit. LOL. So before we get into this Divi, and you showing us how to actually create a quick Masternode, then some other Masternodes in the space, you will be showing us that. Before we start, I guess my question is, Dash was a good example of what can happen with Masternodes. Everything's supposed to be decentralized, but again, they start costing money. So right now, how much does like a Dash Masternode cost? It costs a lot of money.
It costs a lot of money right now, $220,000. And
so
when
$220,000. Is there any way for that to be decentralized moving forward? Like just looking at Dash, your thoughts and opinions.
I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy because you need 220,000 to be an owner of a Dash Masternode. Obviously, you can as well just take a part and go to a Masternode pool that's fully centralized, and you have your Dash at risk for sure. And yeah, that's why it's not easy. That's why Dash is not growing like crazy, right? Not like Divi. And the point is what Divi has, it's like they have tiered masternodes. So you have 5 different entry levels. So because, for example, Divi has the smallest one for 100,000 Divis, it's actually worth $6,800. So okay, you can enter. It's just a small entry. But 200,000, 220,000 is a lot of money.
That's a crazy entry. Well, you know what? Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. And my question too, is that Divi Masternode, even at the smallest level, still at that price point? Because I think I looked at the price today, Divi was somewhere around 70 something cent. So if it will cost 100,000, I mean, that definitely ups the price. It's not 6,500 any longer, is it? Or is it still 6,500?
No, it's still 6,800. Yeah.
Okay.
Because one coin is actually worth nearly 7 cents. So you take the smallest node is 100,000 DVs.
Oh, you know what? So that's my fault.
That's a bigger one.
Messed up. It is. Is it 7 cents? One coin 7?
7 cents. That's correct.
You know what? I've been looking at I've been thinking 0.7, not 0.07. So I was thinking of 76 cent, not 0.076. So yes, you are right. If that's the case, and that number sounds a lot better. Because at first I was like, not to my calculations, man. We off like 60 G's. But all right. So without further ado, let's get into it. I guess the first one you're going to show us is the Divi Masternode, since it's the easiest one to make. I guess shows the Divi Master, shows the videos. Give us what you got. Make sure everyone here learns something today. We want to know. All right, we want this passive income.
Sure. Let's dive deeper into it. Let's go first. I will show you the homepage. Just a few words. I'm losing a few words regarding Divi, but you need to give me the rights to share the screen because I
Oh, for
can't
this one,
actually.
you're right. I took it off when we switched the
Yeah.
video. This is my fault.
Yeah.
Listen,
No problem.
the technical difficulties roll in. Don't you worry. All right, I got something for you.
No
Here we
worries.
go.
We have
You should be
time.
able to share screens.
Okay. Yeah. I will share my screen now. So it's perfect. So actually, this is the homepage of Divi, and Divi's slogan is to make crypto easy, right, accessible for everyone. And so if we scroll down, this is the Divi homepage. It's called diviproject.org, and what they are building is yeah, it's a cool ecosystem, the payment ecosystem, because they have now their app rolling out, and I will show you some cool videos. And what else? What makes Divi so unique? I mean, Divi is a community-driven coin, right? And they have, for example, 1% of the block reward is going to a charity, right? They're helping a lot of homeless people that don't have a lot to eat. So they have different community projects. For example, if we go to community, we're seeing here what's happening, right? They have, for example, in South Africa, just they gave some bikes for kids, right? There are some videos out there. It's just it's just amazing what they're building over here. So, and what else? I mean, if we go and check the wallet, right? That's the other one. Let me go to open this one. So this is actually the Divi app. I will show you now
And
how
this is the
everything
app on your
works.
cell phone, right?
Yeah, this is correct.
So
So actually
real
we see.
quick, for those listening, as he actually explains how to do this, I'm going to do it as he explains it. That way we have a someone who has done it from the ground up as he talks about it. So hopefully we'll have an idea of making this work. So go ahead, my part of me.
Yeah, sure. So we see here the interface of the Divi app. It will be rolled out in approximately 2-3 weeks. Here's the earn button, and I will show you how this works now. So we will set up a node now. We click on earn, then here new Divi node, and we see here. I will go back. Let me see here. There are the different entry levels, right? So you need to basically have Divis on your app. Okay, this is the copper, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Okay, so for example, if you have 300,000 Divis on your mobile app, you can choose either copper or silver, because you see here there are not enough funds. Okay, we choose the silver node. So the subscription, this is basically a test. So we name our master node like master 1 or master 2. It doesn't matter. So it's really easy to use. I mean, I'm really looking forward to see the app rolling out. And see, ta-da, in 20 seconds, the master node is running. You successfully deployed a silver masternode. So this is basically it. So
wait, real quick. That was super quicker than I thought. The Divi Masternode app is on the App Store, iOS App Store.
in approximately 3 weeks, the app will be out.
Okay, so it's not out yet. This is just what you have,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. This is the test version. I'm testing it already. If everyone or anyone is interested in the beta test, go into the Divi Telegram channel, and you need to write to Oris123. So he's responsible for it. So you
So
can
one more time, Divi Telegram channel and Oris, how to spell it?
at
HOURS?
ORIZ 123. So he is responsible for. And what else? What else? Yeah. For example, if you guys are interested in Masternodes, right? There's a page, masternodes.online, and you see the different kind of Masternodes. Okay. For example, Dash is the biggest one, and we have Horizon based on the market cap. And we see here we have Divi. So this is I'm working with Divi together because I love the team. It's a community-driven coin, and we see here, for example, the price is 0.068 US dollar cents. The market cap around $150 million. So you guys can choose the different entry levels. So what else? The app will be will be really, really interesting because it has not only just the staking, one-click staking and one-click masternodes. We have also just fiat to fiat sending. For example, IBAN transactions, it will be rolled out in the next months. So for example, if King says, hey, Emmanuel, I want to receive $50 or $100 or $1,000, I can send King directly to his US bank account, the $1,000, or the fiat, just the fiat money directly to his mobile
Right. So
app.
let's keep looking at. I would definitely want to keep looking at the Masternode. So you said the app isn't out yet, right? It's 2 or 3 more weeks for the
Isn't
Masternode
out
app.
yet. No. It
Okay,
will
yeah.
be
Pardon me.
rolled out
I understood when you were telling me about it. I understood that the app was out. So as far as Divi Masternode, can you show us the 5 different levels they would have?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I will go back. So we have the 5 different entry levels now. Mastodon Online doesn't show up because they're updating something, but we have an ROI around between 16 or 17% to 22% yearly. Okay, so for example, if we say let's refresh. Let me see if
So yeah,
everything works out.
JP, thank you. I like this comment from JP. You know, they want to know, what do you need to start a Masternode, whether it's a Divi Master or another Masternode. They want to know, what do you need to start? What would be like an initial investment? It sounds like for the initial investment in Divi, you're looking at about 6,500.
Yeah, we see
So yeah,
here.
like let's build that up from the ground up.
Yeah. Okay. So for example, you need, if you choose the Divi copper, right? You say, okay, I wanna go into Divi. So you need to go to the website and you need to download a wallet. So you click once on download and you see here the desktop app, right? You have Mac OS, you have, for example, Windows, Linux. Okay. So you download the app and basically it will pop up at the app, the wallet. It needs to synchronize, and then you need to go and buy the Divi coins. The Divi coins you can buy, for example, on Bitrue. There are some cool exchanges. For example, we have Cracks24, we have Bitrue. You click on Bitrue, and there it is. So you buy the Divi coin on these exchanges, or BitMax is as well there. And the most exciting part is that you can just start a masternode within the wallet, right? It's one click as well. So I don't need to explain this because it's really,
Right.
really easy.
It'll be in the
Okay.
wallet. And
Yeah,
you're
it's in
already
the wallet.
currently running some Masternodes, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm running some masternodes and I have my own hosting platform. Okay. So I'm just running my masternodes with my own servers. Okay. But I can share my screen. Let's wait a second. I will open my wallet. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. You can for sure.
I will show my Divi wallet. So don't be scared because there are some Divis in there. But it makes a lot of fun to see the portfolio growing, because when I started with Divi, the Divi price was around 0.013 cents. Now we're sitting around 7 cents. So the price growth was amazing. I mean, the team is doing amazing things. And a shout out to Nick Zapanaro. He's the CIO of the project. He makes a really, really good job every Friday. Not every Friday, but yeah, the last Friday he was live. I think he will be live this Friday as well. And Jeff, for example, what I forgot to mention is Divi, for example, they are the only masternode coin out there that they possess rights to make financial transactions. For example, they own a share of Redivi. It's a remittance company. It's like Western Union for the Latin American countries, and they own 40% of the shares. So what happens? They will implement their features in their mobile app. So we're able to just send cryptos, buy and sell cryptos. It's like swapping, right? And sending fiat. It's just amazing. I'm really looking forward to see the app rolling out. Okay, so I
For
will
sure,
share
yeah, can't wait. So yeah, let's see how the staking or how the Masternode is going for you. And then
Yeah.
I know you mentioned a couple other ones. So again, yeah, just showing people how to start and connect to Masternodes with the information they need to know for sure while they're in the space.
So this is the app, the wallet basically. Okay, you see here the coins are popping in, and these are basically my rewards for my masternodes. Okay, So once you've set up the masternode, you see here on the right side of 495. That's every time you're getting a stake, a masternode reward. And yeah, it's actually loading. I think it takes 10, 20 seconds. So there it is. Well, I have 4.3 million DBs. It's around 293,000 US dollars. It's actually really, really cool to see the portfolio growing. On the right side, there are 34,000 DVs. So they're actually worth $2,320. So what happens? When I'm receiving the rewards, I'm able to sell it. I can sell it on the exchange immediately, or I can send it to my staking account because I can stake the DVs as well. So I choose the smarter option. I stake my DVs. Okay, I have a separate wallet where I stake DVs. Okay, so maybe now comes the question. People say, "Hey, what happens if I want to sell all my DVs now?" It's possible. I need to just unlock the 4.3 million DVs and I can send it to the exchange and sell it. But I won't do it because I'm believing in Divi. But everyone who's interested in owning a Masternode, and for example, you want to sell it in 1 or 2 weeks or one day after 1 day, it's possible. You're free to do that.
Well, quick question. That's so Somovid said they built a couple of Divi Masternodes. Like, yeah. So you're telling me the app gets released. How did they build a masternode already then? I'm kind of confused on that.
You mean the building the masternode on the Divi desktop or Divi or the Divi mobile app?
Well, so yeah, Divi, I have a commenter or one of our crypto warriors said they've already built a couple of Divi masternodes. So some of it, if you can explain, I'd love to see that too. But if we're waiting on the app to come out, you're saying you can actually manually build a masternode for Divi as well? How does that work?
I mean, if we're talking about the Divi desktop, you click here once on Masternodes and you see here what happens, right? You can deploy the Masternode here. You just need to unlock the wallet. Just close your eyes, please.
Oh, so you can do it on the desktop?
Yeah, for sure. And
okay, so there we go. I thought you were just saying the only way you can do it right now is the app.
No,
sure.
It's everything.
Show people on the desktop. If I want to log on right now and get a Divi Masternode next 10 minutes, what do I do?
Yeah, man, I have not enough coins now because I have only 32,000 now left.
Oh, but you would need the same as you
I can.
So the lowest amount is 6,500 for the copper. I get it.
Yeah, I need 100,000 DB. So what happens? I need to check for a video on YouTube, but there are plenty videos on YouTube.
I might do a video. Listen, you're talking about it. Like, I wanted to know your honest thoughts. You've been around the space for a while. Again, Divi. And for those listening, full disclosure, we will be doing a Divi review. I talked to Jan, your partner, as well as Emmanuel. We will be doing a sponsor review for Divi. Of course, you all know us to still be unbiased and objective, like he's here when we're saying that. So we're going to do that deep dive into Divi. So that's coming. But just your initial thoughts from being involved with the project. I would assume you think highly of it since you have so much on your Masternode. But you still think there's more room to grow here in this project.
I mean, as you said, I mean, we are not financial advisors, and I will not give any prediction of Divi whatsoever, because
we want to. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah, we want to build, right, and the team is building just a cool app where the demand can grow over time. I mean, because it's easy to use, right? If, for example, Divi will roll up the newest app, and the people see the app coming out and say, okay, I will now buy Divi directly through the mobile app and start my Masternode in 20 seconds. I mean, the people will like it. The community will like it. So the demand can be there for sure. There are a lot of things coming up because of the institutional investors as well. I mean, they're in a process of where Wall Street investors, they've had such interest on Divi, right? They're just in a legal process, and that everything can start, but it's no guarantee for sure. But it's if this happens, I mean, Divi can go to the next level. Because I want to mention, for example, there's a coin called Horizon. It's a Masternode coin, and they've got listed on Grayscale, on the Grayscale investment fund. I mean, this was pretty huge. You know what happened? Yeah, you can.
That was my next question for you, actually.
And they were just
We know you with the
Yeah.
Divi project outside of Divi, and let's not discuss Dash 2. That's way outside of our viewers' price range in general. I want to say our viewers, most people, even if you had the
Yeah.
money, some people aren't trying to buy that Dash. No. So your thoughts outside of Divi and Dash, what are some other masternodes people might want to look into? You just said one Horizon, so I didn't even know about that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Horizon, these guys are building huge, huge things. They are building side chains. I mean, they are privacy focused. I mean, there are some people that say, hey, privacy has no future, I'm sorry. But I think that it will have a future because, I mean, our human rights are nearly dead. You know what I'm saying, King? It's just we're in a time where privacy gets more, will have more and more value, right? That's why Horizon went up, Pivx went up, and now there are some cool coins out there. I mean, Horizon is a decent masternode. I'm looking into Pack Global as well, because Pack Global, they have a good community. Syscoin, this is one of my favorite masternodes as well. But the process of starting a Syscoin masternode is a little bit more difficult than Divi. But the Syscoin team is awesome. I mean, shout out to Syscoin, to the
So there's
Syscoin
a
team
couple
if
more,
they're watching
projects
now.
you all just heard to look into for sure. Go ahead. I would say,
Yeah. Then we have then we have four. Four is a cool project. I'm working with four together, and Tent. They will roll out the Tent debit card in the next weeks. So I'm really looking forward to see what they're doing. But as I said, I'm no financial advisor. Just do your own research and just invest what you can afford to lose. But because these altcoins are highly volatile, right?
yeah,
And
those are. But you know what? I want to answer a couple of things or talk about a couple of things. So Nappy Ways said, I tend to distrust anything new in crypto. I will give it some time.
yeah,
Nappy Ways, I am with you when it comes to that. But here's the flip side to it. And the flip side is with blockchain driven. It kind of says LMAO $6,500. So here's the thing. I get it. It's something new in crypto. I'm the same way. I normally distrust it, especially when the asking price is a little up there. But I will also say this. I do
yeah,
remember being around when Dash Masternodes started becoming a little bit more popular, then a little bit more popular, and looking at that project, looking at Dash saying, still too early. I don't know what could happen. I remember when those Masternodes were
yeah,
$5,000 still, and I thought about it too. I did think about it. I was like, still too early. A lot of other projects. And again, people, that experience is one of the primary reasons why I have Emmanuel here today, because I remember going through this, looking at another project saying, I don't know. And I still don't know. I'm still going to do my due diligence, but saying, I don't know. And looking at $5,000 from Masternode being like, I could just buy more crypto. I could buy, because you remember at this time, when I'm looking at this $5,000 for a Dash Masternode, I think Bitcoin might have been at like $800, maybe $1,200. So
yeah,
Bitcoin wasn't even like that. But again, with that $5,000, I was like, well, that's like 4 or 5 Bitcoin versus the Dash Masternode. You fast forward, like you said, Dash Masternode is going for $220,000 now. So
yeah.
again, I look at this the same way. Something you just ended saying, do your own research. Of course, don't spend anything you have to lose. But it's also one of those things where if you do have 6,500, an additional 6,500 in the market. And again, people, this is we're talking about ways to diversify, right? What I would say the general comments have been when it comes to staking and masternodes, long term, it does work. Short term, you might find yourself in a little mix, but long term, people do like it. And when it comes to new projects, again, we're going to do a review of this and do a deep dive of Divi, but whether it's Divi, Horizon, Dash, or whatever other project that is out there doing it, you want to make sure that you can get in and out of the masternode, in and out. You have liquidity. It sounds like they have it. You do want to make sure it is a project that won't die in the next year or two. And then last but not least, you have to come to terms with, hey, I might be throwing my money away. But that's also like 90% of this market is speculative at this point. We talk about altcoins today on the show. So
Yeah, a lot.
I did want to talk about those comments. I'm with you guys. I don't like jumping on brand new projects. I don't like spending 6,500 on masternodes. But again, the flip side of that is I've already seen how, put it like this, in 2000, and we talked about this privately in 2018, 2019 during the bear market. I wish I did
Yeah.
have masternodes at that time, right? If you had a
Mhm.
masternode in the bear market, you weren't doing as bad as those without it. So again, this is just different ways to diversify your portfolio for sure.
Yeah, but you need as well good projects, King, because for example, people are looking always for the US dollar price, but it's not correct, because you need to check the Satoshi price as well. Because if you have Bitcoins, right, you start with a Bitcoin, and the Masternode the next year is worth just 0.5 Bitcoins. You did a bad investment. And that's what happens with, I mean, it depends the entry level of Dash, because if you invested, for example, in Dash in 2016, so it was good. But if you invested, for example, 300,000 before the 2017 hype, it was a bad investment. Okay. Or if you hold Dash for the next 10 years and will go up to the Satoshi price, then it's good. It depends on your mindset, right? How you see things. Okay. Because people are looking always for short-term things, just to make the quick buck. We're not here to making the quick buck. Divi 4 or the other ones, Syscoin, this are projects that are they have big leaders behind it, and they have a long-term vision. It's not just, yeah, we're going to Binance Smart Chain and we make farming like 800% a year. It's just rubbish, right? Because they have no fundamentals. They're just based on thin air. And this is the point, because I'm sticking into Masternodes, because it makes more sense. I know the people behind it, and so and that's it. And that's why you just need to do a deeper research. And if you have any question, just let us know. Because King, we can just invite Nick from the Divi team.
Oh, we'll definitely have him on.
Or the other ones. I'm pretty
We'll
sure
definitely have them on. And see, this is the scary part of crypto. People, like, I'm glad. This is the reason why we do these live streams. We do them daily, and we want to connect with the community. And shout out to Bitcoin Zay, because that was his whole thing about connecting crypto and community. And this is what self-regulation also looks like, people. And I want to give blockchain driven again. I want to shout you out, because I get where blockchain driven is coming from. Like, this is a piece of me as well. Blockchain driven said, bro, I'm not giving Divi 6K LOL. I'm with you. When it comes to any new project, I'm like, I'm not putting 4K in. I'm not putting 5. I'm not doing it. I'm just not, right. Usually for newer projects, I'm at the $2,000 to $3,000, $2,000 to $5,000 range. I will say that. However, on the flip side, people, I am, and this is where, because again, this is cryptocurrency. You make 80% of your money 20% of the time. It is what it is. And for me, since that 80% of your money that you make 20% of the time only comes around so often, I have understood where I have my losses at. Whereas like, oh man, if I would have put more money into XYZ project, where would I have been? Don't we always do that? If I would have put more money into Bitcoin, if I would have put more money, whatever. So moving forward, what we're doing is, we will look at newer, smaller projects, look at those teams, and we're going to stick with them as we always have, right? So another 6 months, 12 months, 2 years from now, as the people of the team disappear, no, we're going to have their address for you, crypto warriors. We're going to have where they went to for you. Don't you worry. We're going to find these people. But seriously, this is what having that open line of communication looks like, and self-regulation, because at the end of the day, I will at least give it to projects who you can see their people, you can talk to them, they're around every day, and their money is involved with it as well. They're not trying to lose it either. But again, I just want to stress the sentiment. I do get where you're coming from. Looking at new projects, giving away money. I mean, think about BitConnect. BitConnect took so many people money. It was a Ponzi scheme from day one. So again, I want to stress that I am with you. Everybody, a lot of people are saying it's too high, but I will also say on the flip side, people, we haven't done the due diligence on the project, but and again, that's just Divi. This is Masternodes in general. He's just showing you one that he uses. But on the flip side, if Divi were to pump, if it were to go anywhere and you did have one of those Masternodes, you would see a higher return than otherwise. So again, I get both sides of the argument, people. I get both sides of the argument, and it's super scary. But again, this is just one of the ways you can diversify in this space. It doesn't have to be Divi. It could be different Masternodes. But this is one of the ways you can diversify if you just don't want to buy, sell, and trade. And oh, by the way, as we start looking into more tax codes, Masternodes may be a way to essentially, I won't say get out of it, but move your money in a legal way where you're not taxed. How about that? So Masternodes may be one of those options. So again, this is just a Masternode talk in general. Cryptonomics said Pivot's got some Masternodes. Okay. People talking about, you like Pivot's Masternodes, Emmanuel?
I mean, Pivix, they have a really, really active team. I mean, it's the most active in the Masternode niche, I suppose, if I'm not wrong. But they're doing an amazing job. They had some issues in the past, because of stake grinding and a lot of things going on with the Divi with the PIVX code. But I think they fixed it. So and they had good coverage. I mean, from big magazines, and because of the privacy feature, right? So that's why they've blown up. But it's a good project though.
Somo Vid is saying Theta
Um,
Masternode is another one to consider as well. That would definitely be a different one, a good one to consider. Yeah, Cryptonomics Masternode shot up quick. That's what I don't think people understand. And people, this is why I do have to give Masternodes. I don't care what the project is. I have to give it some sort of credibility because, again, looking at, I had a chance to get in at Dash at $5,000 and I didn't. And that's Cryptonomics just told you. I'm telling you, people, when I say it shot up, like it doesn't make sense how high it shot up. Like literally one day you wake up, it was like, yeah, Dash Masternodes 2,500. Next few days, oh, Dash Masternodes 5,000. Next few days, Dash Masternodes 60,000, 100,000. You're just like, wait, what? Like, how is this possible? So because I know everyone has their thoughts on different projects, but hey, you never know because hey, Tron should have never pumped to begin with. It did. Bcash should have never pumped. It did. I see people talking about exchanges. Some people said, I see Joe Self say, I never put money on Poloniex. Again, Poloniex used to be the top exchange. I see people going back and forth between Kraken and Coinbase. Kraken used to be a top exchange. So again, people, everything changes. And an even better example right now is crypto.com, who just rebranded. Crypto.com wasn't crypto.com. And that initial project lost. It failed. The initial project had to change its whole name and they rebranded to crypto.com and created a Crow token. So I say all of that to say this, whether it is Divi, whether it's Dash, PIVX, whatever project you're looking at, they will be volatile. It will be a chance for you to lose your money. It's going to be super risky. But on the flip side, that is why people are also interested in these projects because of the risk. It's high risk, very high reward. So again, yes, something you definitely want to consider. And again, any of these masternodes, I don't care if it's $200 or 200,000. If it's out of your price range, do not do it. This is another place to put your discretionary income as well. So I'm glad Crypto M mentioned this. I was going to ask you this about your Divi returns. Crypto M said Essentia Masternode is $900 now. It's up 20 to 30% in a month. What are your ROIs looking like on something like Divi or some other masternodes you had?
Do you mean regarding Essentia or what?
Oh, no. So they mentioned Essentia. They say Essentia Masternode costs $900 and it's usually up 20 to 30% a month, or at least 1 month they have it here. So whether if you want to stay talking about Divi, that's fine, or a different Masternode, I would suggest Divi since you have so many tokens there and you have a Masternode. What is your return of interest? Are you looking at like 10% a month, 15% a month? How does that work for you?
I mean, if I'm checking a masternode, for example, it needs to have a strong team. It needs to have a use case, because if you go into a project and they just doing nothing, just making marketing, it makes no sense on a longer term scale, right? Because I'm checking, for example, Cisco, and they're building the bridge and things like that with decentralization. It makes sense. Okay. For example, Divi has its own niche with its one-click staking, one-click masternodes in the community around them, and it makes sense. So they're making crypto easy. So they have a use case, and that's the point. And I'm checking masternodes that are, for example, between 15 and 25% a year of just ROI, correct? Because the other ones, they're more risky. Because I've went into masternodes, and back in 2018, they had a 100%, 150%. It's too much, because the inflation, the sell pressure is so high, and they have no liquidity, so they will crash fastly. And that's the point. That's why I'm sticking with Divi, because I know there's liquidity, I know there's marketing, I know there's a use case, and I know that these guys are working behind the scenes 18 hours a day, 15 hours a day. So that's why I'm pretty sure, and that's why I'm investing in it. But everyone should do his own research. There was a question, King.
Yeah. So real quick, I do want to clear something up. Again, I do understand the sentiment of the just in case. One thing I do want to say though is no one's talking about outpacing Bitcoin here. I've seen people Joe Self said, how can Divi outgain Bitcoin a year? We're not talking about so Masternodes, you know, it's on this channel. Anything outside of Bitcoin isn't about overtaking Bitcoin. That's not what it's for. It's simply when we're talking Masternode, whether it's Dash, Divi, Pivx, Essentia, whatever you mention, it is not to beat out Bitcoin. It is to supplement. It's diversify your portfolio. It's so if we do have a bear market or a flash crash, you have something else somewhere else in the crypto ecosystem that still generates revenue. It is not by any chance to replace Bitcoin or outperform Bitcoin or anything like that. It's simply to just diversify your portfolio. So for some people who say, well, I can just buy more Bitcoin. I saw even some people said I can put it on, I can trade Divi on leverage. All these are good ideas, people. And this is all diversifying your portfolio. Trade on leverage is one part of the ecosystem. Masternodes is another part of the ecosystem. Buying and holding Bitcoin is another part of the ecosystem, people. You don't just have to do one thing in this space. So that's what we're just trying to show you different things. Question was, where is they said you don't have a price chart. Divi's on Coin Market Cap. I'm not sure which price chart you're referring to. They said, do you have a price chart?
I mean, maybe they are traders. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean.
How it's called, Trading View.
But I'll paste. I said taste, hilarious. I'll paste the Coin Market Cap, or you can just Google. But I'm looking at Coin Market Cap right now. I mean, the price chart is on here, and the information, just like every other token's on here. But again, people, make sure you do your own research. Do your own research, and this isn't the only Masternode out there. This is just the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
And hoping to interview their CEO soon here as well to give you all an inside look.
Yeah. King, there was a question. There are a few questions. So first of all, Divi, it has the same just structure like Pivx, because they are a Pivx fork. Okay, they have no limited supply, but with the years, they will have halvings like Bitcoin will have it, right? Every 4 years. So Divi will have halvings as well. We had a halving, I suppose, a few months ago, and we've reduced just the rewards from 540 to 495. So we had just a reduction of the rewards. So what else? What was
that's what you mean. Question? You're talking about
we have no.
So real quick, you guys are talking about a TA chart. So I'll say this when it comes, and again, I don't want to talk too much Divi because we will be doing a deep dive into a review. But some of the comments you all are making are ridiculous right now. Are totally ridiculous because yeah, you're talking about what if the team gets hit by a bus? All right, well, that's 90% of crypto. What happens if Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple gets hit by a bus? Like, come on, guys, that's ridiculous. So yeah, if anybody from any team gets hit by a bus, really? So I don't even take that serious, Jeff. Or Joe Self, I gotta say, I don't take that one serious because anybody from any team, that's the same. As far as being on the prominent exchange, again, I don't take that one serious either. New project, like, come on. I've been here before. Majority of these projects you all invested in were on a prominent exchange. So that's pretty funny to me too. You all might, and again, this is why we're going to do a deep dive of these projects. So I can kind of show you the things I look at when I'm looking at projects as far as trade value, investment value, return on investment. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking for every project in the next 5 or 10 years to be the next Google and to take over the whole crypto space. I'm looking at projects and saying in the next 6 to 12 months, what type of return on my investment will I have? In the next 2 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years, what type of return on my investment? Most crypto projects, I do not look outside of 5 years of because it is just too much technology coming out. Everything is just too new. So I would say some of the barriers you all are putting in your mind mentally, make sure you're doing it because you think the project will fail, not because you don't like it, if that makes sense. It's a lot of projects. I don't like Ripple. I've never liked Ripple. And I can tell you now, I've done some things with Ripple before, people. So it's just like, yeah, like, what are you talking about? This makes no sense, people. All right, we're coming close to the hour. Do you have any other Masternode or staking, pointers you want to throw out there?
I mean, staking projects or master projects, I mean?
Yes.
I mean, we've covered the most of them. I mean, there are not so much coins out there that are in our price range because most of the people, the majority, they don't have $50,000 just to invest into a Masternode. But I'm actually looking into 4 because they have an upcoming airdrop. with on a Binance Smart Chain. So this is a really, really interesting project. King, maybe we should do an extra live stream on 4, because it's a kind of cool project, a good team behind it. So what else we have? I mean, if we scroll down, there are some small projects, and they are more risky. So if you don't want to risk, I mean, these what we've mentioned are more safer, but at the end of the day, do your own research. So
What do you know any are there any masternodes out there? Because they said the Essential one was 900. Are there any cheaper masternodes that you would kind of suggest as well that people look into?
well, the only one that I'm investing in, and I know the team, I know what they're doing, it's Tent. So Tent is actually worth $1,300, and I have a bunch of
Which
nodes
one you
running.
said?
So
Oh,
Tent,
Tent.
Tent, Tent, yeah. And they basically are working on their new upcoming app. It's like the stylistically like Divi, but they will have an Master card in there, so you can swap your 10 coins into US dollars or fiat or just euros like that,
Yeah.
and spend it everywhere.
And
So
you got
10, yes,
people.
it's a small project, it's a cool project, but at the end of the day, just do your own research. I know the team behind it, what they're actually doing. They've performed really well. The market cap is, yeah, for $4.3 million. It's not the biggest one, but King, hold on a second. Coins locked in Masternode. If you scroll down, you see the coins locked in
Wow,
Masternode. Okay,
70%.
and this is something really, really interesting when you look into a project that the majority of the circulating coins needs to be locked in masternodes, and there is happen scarcity, because the less coins are on the exchange, the higher the price can go, because there's a scarcity, right?
Right.
And that's why I'm looking deep into Tent. And the first time I went into it was 2019. I could, yeah, I had a good entry. I've invested kind of a $300-400 for a masternode. Now it costs how much?
We're at
$1,283. Yeah.
$1,283. So wait,
Yeah,
wait.
it's
Yeah,
affordable.
I was reading while you said it. Let's rewind it. You said what year did you get in this one?
$400, $300.
What
Yeah.
year was this?
Was the first time I went into. 2019. You can check.
So yeah, so in 2 years it went from
29.
$400 to $1,200 as a masternode. People, this is what I'm talking about diversifying. I'm not saying it's going to outperform Bitcoin. I'm not saying it's the greatest team, the greatest
Yeah.
project. I don't even know anything about Tent, but just hearing a fact like that, the numbers of it, the ROI on that makes me at least want to look into it. So again, that's two people. We just gave you, I think actually we told you about 3 different masternodes today. Again, we have the Divi because you're working with the Divi team. You really believe in it. That is a more expensive masternode for some. We understand that. Here's another cheaper one, but as he mentioned, higher risk. This is what we mean. Even higher risk, higher reward. So it's a cheaper masternode. It's $1,283, but he already told you to do your own research. It is higher risk as well. But I mean, that is the part about masternodes that I do like what you just said. It was $300 or $400 a couple years ago, and now it's almost at $1,300. And this is for a project we haven't even heard of before, because I've never heard of Tent. So again, I'm looking at different masternodes and projects to diversify. And I like, for me personally, only because, we're planning on doing a review and stuff, I do want to look into Divi. And it definitely, we're suggesting it to everyone else. I'm more than likely will jump on the Divi masternode project just to say, hey, I'm not just telling people to get something I'm not in myself. And I'll be the one to either take the big win or the big loss for our crypto warriors on this side of the house. And we'll know, we'll keep moving forward from there. But again, Emmanuel, thanks for being here today. This has been great information, man. We definitely need to have you back again to do even deeper dive in masternodes and staking as more of our audience gets involved. Let's see, blockchain driven said Bitcoin is in a bull market. I'm just saying this might not be the best time to shield this unimpressive token. Hilarious. Yes and no. I would say no. I would say no to that, and this is why. In a bull market, it is actually better to shield some mini coins in general, and that's because almost everyone will have their chance to pump. So if you are looking at those quick pumps, I mean, we talk about Dogecoin all the time, right? Dogecoin is super impressive as well, but it's still pumped. He said lottery tickets. Hey, blockchain driven said he is not messing with y'all.
No, the point is I have a cool answer for blockchain driven. I mean, it's not, I'm not Masternodes since yesterday because the bull market has started at the last year. But I started Masternodes back in 2017 before the first bull run, really first bull run started. So actually, I'm researching Masternodes every day. It's my daily bread. It's not just, oh, I want to chill. No, no, no. I'm working with the teams together. I'm a contributor. I'm an ambassador for the projects. And as I said, don't go into Divi. It's okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like it's
no,
a high risk. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that's it. I
no,
mean,
I'm with you. There's some healthy FUD going on. It's all good.
yeah.
Again, what I will say, people, is you look at the totality of the picture. Again, I brought up 2018 and 2019 for a very good reason, because the party was a party all 2016, all 2017. We had a party going. And then 2018, 2019, as far as the market went, investing in just crypto itself was not profitable. It just wasn't, which is why
Yeah.
we saw every business for the most part in crypto either laying off a lot of people or going out of business. So this is just a way to diversify, regardless if it's Tint, Divi, Dash, whatever. Masternodes are a way to diversify, and I am jumping on that bus, the Masternode bus, regardless, because as you said, maybe right now it won't do anything, maybe in the next 6 months won't do anything, but in 2 to 3 years, if I see I put, we're getting spoiled, people. We are getting spoiled. I saw somebody say, Bitcoin did it 12 times, whatever. Like, yeah, again, we're in the crypto market regularly trading as well, but also it's kind of like the AMC and GameStop. There are people in the crypto space who went over there. It's not a cryptocurrency, but it made money. It was a return on investment. So that is what we're looking for here. If I can put in $1,000 into something, 6,500 into something, whatever, and I know in 2 or 3 years it's going to pump, I am with it. We will see what happens. So again, do your own research as always. I want to thank Emmanuel for coming on again and giving us some unbiased, objective thoughts on Masternodes. Again, you learned about 2 or 3 different Masternodes at different price points. Hey, you balling? Go get the Dash Masternode. It's been doing good, right? 220,000. If you're somewhere in the middle, maybe you want to look at Divi. If you're like, hey, I got like $1,000 to go to Masternode, look at Tint, look at Essentia. Again, this is just ways to diversify your portfolio. You don't have to do it, but it's a way to look at different things. Other than that, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that like and share if you want more videos like this that tell you about different projects out in the space, that tell you about different ways to make money in space, and we'll make sure we deliver it to you. Other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon.